Before a buyer ever signs the purchase agreement, they have to play the role of the curious cat. They want to poke their nose into every corner of your business to see if what you say matches what you do. You invite the buyer into your virtual data room. To them, it's a treasure hunt. To you, it's a digital glass house. Every contract, payroll record, and tax filing is a potential hair on the deal. The buyer starts asking why. Why is this customer's contract expiring next month? Why did you pay this vendor twice in October? Why is there an open building permit from 2012? The curious cat isn't just looking for fun, they are looking for leverage. Every time they find a discrepancy, they pounce. From the seller's perspective, this is a high-stakes game of show and tell. If you try to hide a problem, the cat will smell it. If you show too much without context, you might scare the cat away. The goal of due diligence is to satisfy the buyer's curiosity so thoroughly that they have no choice but to accept your knowledge and materiality qualifiers later. When the buyer finds an answer that makes sense, they relax. They begin to trust your narrative. This trust is the foundation for the representations you will eventually sign. You aren't just giving them data, you are giving them confidence. Due diligence is the rough draft of your representations and warranties. If the buyer finds a problem during this phase, it becomes a disclosure. If they don't find it, but you knew it was there, it becomes a breach. The curious cat phase is where the chaos is first identified, making it possible for you to bring order to the final contract. In M&A, the tell is your disclosure schedule. The show is the context you provide. If you just hand over a list of problems, the buyer sees a minefield. If you tell a story about how you've managed those problems, the buyer sees a professional. Imagine you have a pending lawsuit from a former supplier over a $50,000 billing dispute. The bad way is you hide it in a 500-page document dump on the last day of diligence. The result is the buyer feels ambushed. They lose trust, stop the deal, and demand a $500,000 price drop because they assume there are more hidden cockroaches. Instead, you bring the issue to them early and show them the boundaries of the risk. The story is, we have a $50,000 dispute. Here is the correspondence. Here is our legal counsel's opinion that we are 90% likely to win. And here's the $50,000 we've already set aside in an escrow account to cover it. By being the one to show and tell, you control the narrative. You've turned a scary unknown into a quantifiable line item. When it comes time to sign the representations and warranties, the rep will say, except as set forth on Schedule 412, there is no pending litigation. Because you showed and told early, the buyer can't sue you for that specific lawsuit later. You've effectively bought insurance through transparency. The seller's checklist for show and tell. Be early. Bad news does not get better with age. Be precise. Don't say we have some legal issues. Say, we have one dispute with vendor X regarding invoice Y. Be proactive. Don't just show the problem, show the solution.